When followers of the Autistic Me finally learned that my wife and I have young children, new questions started arriving in my email and social media accounts. These new questions have given me opportunities to ask what are and are not autistic traits. I'm not surprised that many followers have questions about dietary preferences, food allergies, and mealtime struggles. Families often assume challenges are related to autism, yet many of the questions I've received sound like the concerns of parents in general. My neurodiverse daughters offer an illustration of the broad spectrum of food challenges that exist. On this episode of the Autistic Me podcast, I'm going to be joined by Ann and Lee as we talk about eating and food preferences. As you will hear, Ann will eat almost anything at any time and often seeks out food without permission. She has serious food security issues, worrying that she might miss a meal or snack. Lee is a picky eater who will avoid anything new or different. She doesn't like spices and objects to most strong flavors. She hates when foods touch on her plate. She deconstructs her sandwiches, pizza, and anything else with mixed items. Her version of a hamburger is a patty on a bun. Her favorite taco is a tortilla with steak strips. Sometimes she'll eat the meat and leave the bread or tortilla. Salads are the only mixed foods Lee seems to enjoy, with specific ingredients. Yes, she eats the contents carefully, sorting as she eats. Since starting ADHD medications, Lee's appetite has waned. She doesn't always remember if she has eaten and rarely tells us she's hungry. We've never been a fast food family. Neither girl likes fried chicken, and only Lee likes breaded chicken nuggets. Before the pandemic, the girls looked forward to salad bars, Asian American buffets, and Mexican restaurants. Ann would try everything, while Lee could have a plate of steak or chicken with vegetables. I'm the only one who struggles at mealtime. It's the sounds around a table that overwhelm me. The girls know that if I'm tired or had a difficult day, I might choose to eat alone. I know my challenge is a common autistic experience with sensory overload. I do hope you enjoy this episode of the Autistic Me podcast. Hello and welcome to the Autistic Me podcast. I am Christopher Scott Wyatt, and for this episode, it's the Neurodiverse 3. This is Daddy Scott being joined by Ann.
Hello.
And Lee.
Hi.
Ann and Lee are going to be discussing food and eating with me. A lot of people who follow the Autistic Me blog and the podcast have asked about food issues. A lot of children who are neurodiverse have food intolerances. Some of them have very strong preferences. Others have issues with the amount they eat or when they eat. So we're going to discuss some of that with my two daughters. Let's first start off with the question that's most common. Are we ready for the question number one?
Yes.
Question number one. Are your daughters picky eaters? Ann, are you a picky eater?
No, I like everything.
You like food?
Yes. Not green. Olives. That's my only one.
Not green olives, but pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
All right. Lee, are you a picky eater?
Yes.
And what do you like?
Steak. Salad.
You like steak and salad,
Chicken.
but only some types of chicken.
Yes. French fries. Everyone loves.
Oh, everyone loves French fries? Okay, so French fries. As you can see, Ann and Lee have very different characteristics when it comes to food. I happen to like everything, don't I?
Yeah.
I really love food. Unfortunately, I also like my carbs. So I loved baked goods, pastries, right? Pies, pasta, bread. If it's bad for me, I love it. Yep,
You
unfortunately.
always think of donuts.
That's true. I do love donuts. And I've been trying to make different types of keto-friendly donuts, right?
Yeah,
And you made keto cake brownies that taste horrible.
yeah, Mom had to drown them in icing.
Even your sister Ann doesn't like the brownies as much as normal?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, we'll fix that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about eating habits. First of all, we eat at regular times in this house, right?
Yes.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are pretty much always at the same time?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
and
love
sometimes
snacks.
snacks
Yeah,
after PE.
and snack after PE. So we consider it really important to establish routines for eating because that helps us control our portions and it helps us eat as a family and spend time together.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you like dinner time and lunchtime together at the table?
Yes, but sometimes you don't.
That's true. Sometimes I don't like all of the noise and the input. That's true. We do have our set time for eating. Breakfast is usually close to 8 o'clock. Lunch is at noon and dinner is at 5. Do you know that when it's about time to eat?
Yes.
Yes.
By having those times that we eat, we can always tell you when the food is coming, right? We can say, okay, well, it's almost lunchtime or it's almost dinner time, and we know that snack is after PE. Does that help you know when you're going to eat?
Yes.
Yes.
How do we handle breakfast? Do you guys get to choose what you want?
Yeah, sometimes.
Most of the time.
Yeah, because there are a lot of things you don't like for breakfast, aren't there? So Lee is the picky eater. And so Lee, you have a particular thing that you really like for breakfast. What is it that you really like?
Plain oatmeal.
Plain oatmeal. And you heard that right. It's plain. It's not one of the creamy.
And no raisins.
No raisins. Okay, no raisins. She doesn't like the creamy peach or the creamy stuff.
But I do like bananas and cream.
Oh, bananas and cream are okay. What's up, Ann? What do you want to say about breakfast?
My favorite is all s'mores, but not what do you eat?
Mini wheats.
Mini wheat.
Mom said they're healthy.
Yeah.
Yes, Mom says mini wheats are healthy. So Lee likes them, but Ann doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. It's healthy, and your sister likes it, and you don't.
Yeah.
And you like everything.
Yeah. This two things I don't like.
Oh, two things: green olives and now mini wheats.
But I forced me to
And also dislikes cod.
Oh, some fish.
that.
So let's talk about how this schedule has helped us. When you two were young, you had some food insecurities, and so you would sneak into the pantry and eat at all times of the day. And when you ate, you wouldn't stop eating. You didn't know, your bodies didn't know how to stop eating. So when you were little, you would eat and eat and eat and eat. So we had to set some times and some special arrangements to eat. Now, are you pretty used to eating at the right time?
Yes,
Yes.
but I eat a lot.
You do.
Like you do
Oh,
at lunch.
okay. So you still eat a lot, and we still have to tell you sometimes that it's time to stop eating.
Yeah,
Yes.
and my tummy never tells me now.
And that's true. As Ann just said, she doesn't always know when she's full, so she would keep eating as long as there was something she wanted. So it's become very important to say, we're done, and to end the meal. So it's important for us to set limits. Otherwise, the food consumption would be a problem for Ann. And that may also be related to her ADHD, we have been told by her doctors. So her ADHD and some of her other issues lead her to not regulate well. So she'll just eat. She also loves to always be chewing on something. So we've lately been trying gummies and chewing gum to give her the sensation of chewing
Instead of chewing your tongue.
instead of chewing your tongue or paper or something else. So Ann, do you like the chewing gum?
It's mint.
Oh, you like the sugar-free mint. Lee, on the other hand, has a reduced appetite. And again, this might be related to her ADHD. In this case, the medication that she's on for ADHD, we have been told can reduce her appetite. So we have two very different issues in this household. One child, Ann, needs to be told, okay, we're done. And Lee has to be reminded now, try to finish, try to eat a little bit more because she was losing some weight. And so we wanted to monitor that. And our pediatricians do have us weigh them and send updates. So we take your weight and your blood pressure and we check you out. And so we watch that really carefully because, well, unfortunately, all three of us have ADHD, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a little hyperactive.
That's the point of your podcast.
I have today I was very active.
Today you were very active?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about what Lee likes and dislikes and why. You mentioned you like steak and salad, but there are a lot of things you don't like. For example, tofu. A lot of children really love fried chicken, but you don't like the fried chicken. You like
sometimes fried chicken, but not all.
You like rotisserie chicken. You like the chicken, just chicken. And that's interesting to me. A lot of people say that their children like chicken nuggets, but chicken nuggets aren't really your thing. You like real chicken. You like the chicken where we take it apart and cut it and give you the breast meat. And something also that you like a lot is fruit. You two can eat more fruit than any kids I've seen.
Especially watermelon.
Watermelon and strawberries? You love watermelon, strawberries, bananas, oranges. So as long as it's fresh fruit.
Cherries.
Cherries?
I dislike cherries.
You dislike cherries. As long as it's fresh fruit, both of you will usually try it. But if it's cooked fruit or in a pie, Lee,
no,
you won't eat pie. You're the only kid I know who doesn't like apple pie. You don't like any cooked fruit.
No.
No.
Except for maybe banana chips.
Oh, banana chips do count as, well, they're dried. Yeah, banana chips might count. But in terms of the pie filling, you don't like the pie filling. Something about it?
I don't like the taste of it.
Oh, you don't like the taste of it? So you don't, it's not the texture, it's just the taste is off to you?
Yes.
Lee doesn't really go for the sugar content the same way that Ann and I do. So Lee prefers very natural strawberries and bananas and things like that, watermelon. She doesn't add sugar to things. She is very content with the way food is. As she mentioned, she will even eat plain oat milk. Lee is a little picky.
Yes.
A lot picky. Oh, you're willing. Today we had enchiladas for dinner. Daddy made enchilada casserole, and Lee picked apart the casserole. Lee does not like her food mixed together, do you?
No.
So what do you do when you get your plate? I've seen you with your fork do something. What do you do with your food?
I sort the meat out and the cheese.
You sort your food.
Yeah.
You're laughing. You don't sort your food?
No, I mixed it in.
I don't like them touching.
If you heard that, Lee doesn't like her food touching, but Ann will mix it in and eat it all and doesn't really care. You can put it in a blender and this kid would eat it.
Yeah.
Actually, you like smoothies and all that kind of stuff where we just throw it all together and blend it up.
Yeah.
So you love food.
Yeah.
Yep. But Lee likes her stuff separated and sorted. And do you eat one thing at a time and finish it and then move on, or do you take a little of each?
I usually eat one thing at a time and then finish it.
Yeah, so she'll even work her way around the plate, eating something, moving on, eating something and moving on. And that's not really a problem for Ann. Ann will eat whatever in whatever order. And by the time she's done, you don't even remember where the food started. But it somehow gets into her.
Yeah.
As where Lee is very organized, very systematic in her eating. Now, in terms of your least favorite foods, what is it that you just don't even want to try?
Eggplant.
Eggplant? You don't like the idea of eggplant?
No.
No. And is there anything other than green olives and some cereals that you're not a fan of? No, you mentioned the cod. Yeah, there's some fish you're not a big fan of.
I very dislike, cod and green olives.
Green olives, yes.
They taste awful.
Okay, so green olives taste awful, but beyond that, you really don't care.
Yeah.
We can go out for Spanish food. Well, lately we haven't gone out, right, because of COVID. But when we get food, you like Spanish food. You love it when Daddy and Mommy make tacos. You love Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
Or Wednesday.
Or Wednesday. for Thursday.
Yeah.
Pancakes,
Ooh.
waffles.
Yes.
I dislike overcooked food.
You don't like anything that's burnt.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a good
Only
thing.
popcorn.
That's true. You will eat overcooked popcorn. You will definitely eat popcorn no matter what, won't you?
Yeah.
Trying to get you two to eat healthy hasn't been a problem because you like fruit so much. Do we eat a lot of candy in this house?
No.
No.
Not a lot of candy.
Maybe once a week.
Maybe a little treat once, and they're the little tiny bite-sized pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we don't eat a lot of candy. We don't eat a lot of pasta.
No.
No. And we make a lot of our own food, especially since COVID, but we've always cooked a lot at home, haven't we?
Yes.
When we cook our vegetables, we use the steamer, right? Mom sets the vegetables in the little tray and turns on the timer and it cooks them in the steam. So we cook a lot of steamed vegetables.
I especially love steamed
Broccoli. Oh,
and
yes.
carrots.
Do you like broccoli and carrots?
And the broccoli looked like trees.
It does look like trees. It's pretty amazing with.
Yeah.
And you guys like it with butter or cheese?
No.
Cheese.
That again, you heard the difference. Anne likes her broccoli like Mom does. Mommy likes it with ranch dressing and cheese and butter, and she'll just put all kinds of things. There's some broccoli under there somewhere. Lee likes broccoli. You don't only. You don't need anything on it. You don't need anything fancy.
No.
Go back to pancakes and waffles. You eat them differently. Lee, you like syrup.
Yes.
Plain syrup on your pancake or waffle.
Yes.
And you will eat marmalade on yours. You love marmalade. Why?
Candied up.
Oh, the candied oranges. Yeah, you love marmalade.
Yeah.
Like a bear.
Yeah, like Paddington Bear. So again, the big difference in taste here. Lee likes things that are simple. She likes steak cooked, with a little bit of salt and pepper and served sliced. Lee loves sirloin and ribeye. You give you almost any type of meat, right? You really love steaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for the one with
what is it called?
one that is
The ribs.
Yes.
You didn't like the ribs?
No, not the rib steak.
Me.
Oh,
either.
interesting. So you didn't like the ribs and the brisket.
Me either.
No.
No, you weren't a fan of Texas brisket.
No.
Now, when it comes to salads, you guys eat almost everything on your salads.
Yes.
Cucumbers, tomatoes, mushrooms.
No.
Nope. It's all right. Oh, do you eat mushrooms?
Not really.
You don't. But you
I
had.
don't like them.
You had.
I only like them cooked.
You had artichoke on your salad tonight.
Yeah.
You like artichoke.
Yeah.
And you like all of the bell peppers and onion. So pretty much the only reason you don't like mushrooms is you like them cooked.
Yeah.
In butter. Okay. But Lee, are you a little pickier with your salad?
Yes. I only like tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, carrots.
And you like plain lettuce. What we eat is romaine. You'll eat the romaine, but you don't like all of the cabbages and the fancy
really.
lettuces.
Not really.
I don't like cabbage because it tastes like dope.
No, that's spinach.
Oh.
But overall, as you can see, our family is like every other family. We have one child who seems to love everything, and you put a plate of food in front of her and she'll try it. And we have another child, Lee, who is a little pickier. When you compare the two, Anne is also just in general more adventurous, more rambunctious, and that carries over into how she eats. So that's interesting to me. Lee is a little more cautious in every way, and she's very cautious with her food.
And I'm cautious in art.
And you're cautious with your artwork even.
Yes.
So everything you approach very carefully. You want to know what it is, how it's going to taste, what the texture's like. Something that I think is interesting is we use yogurt for dessert a lot.
Yes.
And you only like 2 flavors of yogurt?
Yes.
Strawberry, banana, and strawberry.
So plain strawberry or strawberry banana?
And some of the vanilla.
but not all the vanillas.
No.
No, some of the vanillas you didn't like. Anne,
Yes.
what flavors of yogurt will you eat?
All that reply.
All? You'll eat them all?
Yes.
So you like every yogurt that Daddy buys, every yogurt that Daddy eats. You like the cheesecake?
Yes.
You like the blueberry?
Yes.
The cherry.
You like the key lime?
Yes.
Oh, I like the key lime too.
Yeah, you did try the key lime and you did like it. Yeah, that was good.
I thought she wouldn't like it.
Now, when it comes to fruit, I know that there are some fruits that you will eat, Anne, that Lee will not eat. Anne likes grapefruit. You like kiwi. You like
I like
pineapple.
kiwi.
Yes.
I like kiwi.
Oh, you have had some kiwi?
Yes, and I've loved it.
Oh, good. So you liked it a little
Except
more?
for the middle part.
Oh, sometimes, yeah, it's a little different in the middle. The kiwi, you got to get it just right. Coconut? No, Lee is shaking her head vigorously. No. Anne, do you like coconut?
I don't know.
Yeah, Dad's put it in cookies and in brownies, and you like coconut. You like it candy. We do there's a chocolate covered coconut that you like too.
Yeah. Only not
Oh,
plain
the
coconut.
The Girl Scout cookies. What is it
Yes, the
called?
Girl Scout cookies. Do you both like those or only?
I don't like the one with the coconut
You don't like
slices.
So Lee does not like the coconut, the Samoas, and
I
Anne
do.
does.
I do like this. Oh yeah, I heard s'more.
Oh, you like the s'mores?
Yes.
Okay, which are chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah, chocolate.
Everyone
graham
likes.
cracker. This is our family. It is pretty straightforward with food. Dad will eat everything and tries to bake everything. Because I am diabetic, I am very careful now to have mainly a keto diet, which means that I have been trying to make the brownies and the cakes and the things that I love, but trying to do so with less sugar, less carbs. Yes, Anne.
On my birthday, when I turned 8, Mom and I made a sugar-free cake with chocolate. It's all chocolate.
You did. You made a chocolate cake, and could I have some?
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome. I love chocolate. Chocolate's great, isn't it?
Mom even saved the recipe.
Yes.
Oh, I made chocolate chip cookies with you
Yes.
that you could eat.
I love baking, and I love baking with my girls. We can talk about math and science, right? We can look at fractions, and we can do basic math while we cook, reading, right? How important it is to read and follow directions. So overall, our family isn't that unusual. I am really fortunate to be able to cook at home most evenings, so we are able to meet everyone's needs. And we know that the difference for Lee is she doesn't want the strong spices, the strong flavors. She doesn't go for adding things to foods. And myself, and we love our spicy food. We love our flavor. She likes to put sauces on things. She loves flavored nuts, flavored salad dressings, right? You like the flavorful salad dressings. You like the marmalade on your pancakes and waffles. So Anne really likes the step up in flavor. And she likes that across the board on all food. She likes spicy chicken, spicy meats. She likes the Asian foods that have a lot of spice to them. Indian food she did really well with. As where Lee is more cautious, and she really
plain.
likes the simple.
And
Plain. That's a fair thing to say. You like plain
The only
food.
spicy thing I like is, what is it called?
Oh, jalapenos?
Yes, jalapenos.
Sometimes on the Mexican food. So a little spicy pepper on her Mexican food, but even then it's very little, just enough to give it some flavor. But that's our family. Oh, yes, Anne, you want to say something?
I hate very, very spicy.
Oh, you don't want it to be very spicy. You just want it to be flavored.
Like red, but Mom tried to grow them, and the rotten rabbit ate them.
Don't call it rotten.
Oh,
It's cute, but they're not rotten.
The bunnies?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're cute.
So this is our experience with food. It's very straightforward. One child will eat anything at any time. The other child likes the schedule, has to be nudged to eat, and likes it plain. But we're not that unusual from any other family, even though we are neurodiverse and different. We're really just any other family trying to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner work for everybody as best we can. I want to thank everyone for listening to the podcast. I want to thank Anne. You say hi, Anne?
Hi. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's true. Yeah, it's goodbye. Lee, do you want to say goodbye to the audience?
Goodbye.
Well, and let's say to everyone, thank you for listening. Can we say thank you?
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
All right. Well, that does it for this episode of The Autistic Me. I am Christopher Scott Wyatt, speaking as The Autistic Me. If you like this episode, be sure to follow us on Apple Podcast. There is also a Facebook page and a Twitter feed. Thank you for listening.